Hi guys. I woke up feeling pretty good. I slept throughout the night and at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep, which is rare on my part. My husband wasn't home and I have a hard time in general just sleeping without him in the bed anyway, and with other things. But anyway, it was a perfect night rest, and so I love it when it happens, and I sleep well, and I get up, and I have all of these thoughts because I'm refreshed. So I had a thought that came to my mind this morning about just being yourself, and that has been something that I have never been able to say or been able to do. I have struggled for 43 years with being myself. I have always been afraid to be myself. I've always been afraid to speak about who I was or say the things that I had in my head or my experiences or the things I was seeing or doing. We live in such a world where people just want to criticize. People just want to judge and place their opinions upon you. And, these opinions are opinions of a select few, yet it overtakes your decisions in life. I've come to the conclusion that when people are judging, when people are complaining about you, when people are putting you down, it has nothing to do with who you are as a person or individual. It has something to do with themselves. And this world is so full of fear, so full of anger, and so full of doubt about what they see every single day, that the fight is within themselves. It has nothing to do with the people who are being different. It has something to do with you being brave to be yourself. It has something to do with them, being weak. It has something to do with them not being able to stand up for their truth. Because when you are so certain of who you are, and so certain of the path that you are taking, and if you are being the way that God has planned for us all to be, and pure and with love, then there is nothing to fear. And what you do is going to be good. Being who I am today it is just amazing. Amazing, beautiful, peaceful, calm. And I don't ever understand why it was such a fight to be here. I am exactly where I was supposed to be years ago, that I kept fighting all of my life. I think that's a hard concept for people, possibly, because maybe that is why it's so hard to change, because we have had so many chances in life to be a person that we possibly feel in our hearts that we're supposed to be. Maybe we have all kinds of signs that are pushing us towards a direction, like mine, for instance. As early as 6 years old, this feeling has been there. This journey has always been present with me. And maybe it's the fact that we have waited so long to change that it becomes fearful of, I can't do this. There's nothing better in this world. I can't have anything better because I've been stuck, and I doubted myself for all of these years. But it's not hard. When you stop fighting, when you stop resisting, and you just allow this beautiful life to take place, the change to take place within you, that's when you become free. Your truth is your gift from God. That is who you are meant to be. And He wants you to share it with the world. This world is so bad. This world is full of murdering and hate and judgment, ridicule. And I have been tired of seeing that stuff. And by people just sitting around and complaining about it and not acting on it, it doesn't change. And it doesn't change by you going and picketing or boycotting or complaining out loud and giving your views on the social media or on the news. That's not what change is. You speaking about something that you hate, that you are allowing this world to affect what's in your heart, what your purpose in life is. I mean, that's not what life is about, going out there and complaining about something and sitting around and just, well, let me just, complain and be judgmental on this topic and then allow it to affect every single day of your life. That's usually what people do. You see something on the news and it just upsets you so much that here, I'm going to make a post on social media and I'm going to always talk about it. And what you notice in this world that is terrible, that you are absorbing, becomes who you are. And that is not who you are meant to be. That kind of stuff rots us. It deprograms us. Or it programs us to be a certain way. We're brainwashed by what we see in this world to be something that we are not. And that is pure evil that we have allowed. We have gotten away from what we are here to do. And that is to go back to how humanity used to be. To bring peace, to bring awareness, to bring God and Jesus to all of the land. Change comes when you take a stand at being the better you, the greater you, the you that has always been present inside, that you have been afraid to be. Because when you take a stand and don't be afraid of who you are, you have an impact to change some other person's life. They'll see you standing up for yourself, standing up for God, standing up for Jesus, and you're not being afraid. And that's going to make somebody open up and say, I am going to do the same thing, because it's always been within me as well. That person, their life is going to change so much by your choice to step up. Even if it's just one person that you change. That's so big. Because then that one person that you have changed changes another person. And then that person changes another person. So really, that one person turns to thousands, turns to millions. So it's not just one person's life that you are changing. We are changing the world when we change ourselves. Because the world will see, and the world won't be afraid. That's why the world is the way that it is. We all are afraid instead of full of love.